Duke took home the ACC title last night, and one of the main reasons why was the play of Tre Jones, who chipped in 18 points, along with 6 assists and 4 rebounds. So let's jump right into the footage to see just how the Blue Devils got this one done. It's abundantly clear that Duke is lethal in transition, and it comes from their terrific defense, which is anchored by Tre Jones, who especially shines on ball. He routinely picks up his man full court, making opponents work and taking valuable time off the shot clock before they can even get into their attack. And when Duke gets the stop, Jones is more than capable of leading the break, throwing lobs to the rim for ferocious dunks by RJ and Zion. But more importantly, he is willing to make the simple pass to set up teammates for easy scores as well. He is also devastating when he grabs defensive rebounds and can start the break himself, consistently catching defenses before they're ready. And his finishing ability around the rim is incredible, able to avoid taller defenders and shot blockers at an elite level. However, due to his subpar three-point shooting, at just under 25% on the year, teams have started to show a willingness to help off of him from one pass away in the half-court, preferring instead to help on Duke's other freshman standouts, and we saw Florida State do this too. Watch how Florida State's David Nichols continuously stays in the gap and puts himself right in between the ball and basket to deter drives to the basket, virtually ignoring Tre Jones and daring him to shoot. Florida State almost gets a jump ball when Zion drives anyway, but Jones is able to salvage the possession on a nice attack of the closeout and mid-range pull-up jumper. I went back and charted all of Duke's half-court possessions and sorted them by whether or not Florida State sagged off of Tre Jones off the ball. When playing him straight up, Duke's half-court offense runs smoothly, scoring 23 points on 18 possessions combined for a healthy 1.3 points per possession. But when Florida State opted to sag off of Jones in order to help on potential drives by Zion, RJ, or Cam Reddish, Duke's half-court offense struggled, especially in the second half, scoring just 21 points on 27 possessions total for only 0.8 points per possession. So let's take a look at what Florida State was doing defensively and how Duke can attack it. Teams have determined that they'd rather help as much as possible on shots and drives to the rim from RJ, Zion, and Cam, thus daring other Blue Devils to beat them. Take a look at some of these clips and watch how quickly defenders leave Jones and look to help or dig down on other Blue Devils. This makes it insanely difficult to score, as defenders are already parked in the lane before they even attempt to drive. And trying to dribble through this clogged paint is just a recipe for a turnover or a highly difficult shot. And simply settling for outside shots is exactly what opponents want to force Duke to have to take. I swear these aren't replays, but watch how in 4 possessions in a row, when Duke runs its ball screen continuity offense, the defense completely ignores Tre Jones. Like they run right into the paint after the initial pass and are content with leaving him open on the weak side corner while they take away any rollers to the rim. And this isn't to say that the Blue Devils never scored on any of these plays with 3+ defenders in the lane. I mean, finding Zion on the low post is good offense no matter how many guys are guarding him, and he shows his incredible strength and hustle to put this one in with 3 guys around him. And RJ has looked like a wizard on some of these ridiculous shots over multiple defenders as well, displaying incredible touch at the rim. But the real key to defeating this type of defense lies in Tre Jones. If he is able to attack off the catch quickly, He will be able to beat his man into the lane every time because they are positioned so far in the gap on potential drives by other Blue Devils. And we already know that Jones is quite an adept playmaker once he gets into the lane. He is able to draw defenders and hit dump-offs, as well as finish with both hands smoothly, like this lefty attack off the closeout and finish high off the glass to get it over the rim protector. Or how about this drive into the middle and pretty mid-range pull-up? Or his ability as the pick-and-roll ball handler. Look at this beautiful in-and-out dribble to freeze the dropping big and nice find for the easy layup. And if he is able to sprinkle in some made threes as well, this defensive strategy will absolutely no longer be viable. So while Duke has the top 2 players in the nation that make them championship contenders, the key to winning the national championship will be Tre Jones' effectiveness in the half court, because there is no doubt that they will face similar defensive principles in the tournament, and if Jones is able to keep Duke's half court offense effective by making defenses pay for this strategy, while continuing his phenomenal defensive pressure and transition play, it will be hard-pressed to keep Duke from winning its 6th national title.
Duke fans, make sure to subscribe here for more in-depth analysis on Blue Devil basketball. Also, check out my blog that is linked in the description for even more Duke basketball content.